Good morning. Okay, I'm gonna try to do something that I don't usually do. So bear with me. I'm gonna move the camera and try to get fancy here. Okay, so this is gonna be how I work, obviously. And I'm trying to figure out how I can maneuver the camera without moving too much. Okay, I think like that. I think like that works the best. Okay, hopefully. And here, okay. Hi, here's me. Okay guys, I'm gonna log in over here on my laptop really quick so that I can share this across everything and then we'll get started. I planned on having Christmas music playing this morning, but we didn't get there because we got distracted by this crazy new show on TV, and so we were watching that and I was doing my makeup and no Christmas music, but I will have Christmas music on Friday when I come back Friday. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Let me see how I can do this. I did this before. I know I can do it. Oh, I know why. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm figuring it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go over here so you guys aren't staring at like my back while I do this. I don't know why I have such a hard time with this. It seems like every tutorial or week that I do it, it's different. It probably isn't. It's probably like a user error thing because I'm not as like savvy as I want to be or wish I could be. Okay, anyways, I'm so excited because it's Christmas in July, so I'm doing Christmas in July all week on my blog, in my office, here on my lives. Also, I upload any of the playbacks to YouTube, so it's Christmas in July on YouTube also. I'm going to start by sharing today something from the brand new holiday catalog. It isn't even released yet. I can only show you the cover, but this is the cover of our holiday catalog. It's so much fun. There's so much good stuff in here. I can't show you anything on the inside because of our sharing and privacy policies and stuff, but this launches next Tuesday, so 1 week from today. But I am allowed to show you projects of whatever I have in hand. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna use one of the new stamp sets. I am having a catalog launch party for this catalog virtually here on Facebook. It's over on, I've created a private group for that. So if you want in on that, let me know. We're gonna play games. I have like exclusive tutorials set up for that. There's some giveaways. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So just let me know that you would like an invite and I'll definitely send you an invite and you can party along with us next Tuesday, August 4th. So yeah, that's gonna be really, really fun. Okay, let's jump right in. I'm gonna share with you a kind of different. I usually don't do anything too involved or 3D-ish, so it's kind of a different project today, and I'm excited because it's Christmas. I love Christmas. The only like asterisk caveat being that I'm pretty sure I like Halloween more. I always say Christmas is my favorite, and it really, really is my favorite, but I decorate my house more and I get more like festive for Halloween. Like come September 1, I'm all things pumpkin and fall and Halloween, and trick-or-treating is always a big deal around here, which I don't know what that's gonna look like this year with everything going on, but anyway, fall, Halloween, Christmas, my favorite. Like the last half of the year is always my favorite. So join me on my party, my launch party. It's gonna be fun. I have fall, Halloween, Christmas, everything. And let's just jump right into today's project. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera around and we'll get started. Okie dokie. Hi Sharon, how are you? Okay. so I have, this is a brand new stamp set from the new August through December mini catalog. It's called Christmas Means More. And I have a project to share with you. It's not my original idea. It's something that I actually saw demonstrated by somebody else. Part of being a demonstrator and being on a team means that we also hold team events. So this is actually a project that I saw demonstrated on the team catalog launch that we did this past weekend. So yeah, I'm excited. I loved it when I saw it, and I just knew that I was gonna need to share it with you. So let me grab a couple supplies because I didn't pull everything over that I needed. So let me just grab those things. Okay, it's not even a crafty thing. What I need is chocolates. Okay, I need, I think 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, perfect. Okay, so what I'm starting with is, this is one of our acetate card boxes. And you know what? I don't know what the exact measurement on it originally is. So let me flip through the catalog here and see if I can find it for you really quick. Maybe. Okay, so I am using this acetate card box. It measures at 4 7/16 by 5 13/16 by 5/8 of an inch. So it's just a little acetate box. It holds a full set of regular 5.5 by 4 1/4 cards. So it's usually, you know, like so. I've cut it in half, and I'm just gonna go ahead and open it, and then I'm gonna close the bottom half here so that we can completely close the books. Okay, so there we go. And I don't have the exact measurements for you guys today because, to be honest, I just eyeballed everything, and I kind of did some of it, like I did this piece before I got on camera today so that I wouldn't have to be messing around with the paper cutter and adjusting measurements and whatnot. So sorry. Again, this is not my original idea. I'm sure that you can find a tutorial somewhere where the measurements are exact. But for me, my process and what works for me is just eyeballing to get the right measurements. Okay, so this is a piece of the Toile Tidings Christmas paper. I think I'm saying that right. T-O-I-L-E. I don't know, maybe Toile. I'm not sure how to say it. But this is actually paper that we had last holiday season, and it is back this holiday because it was just such a pretty paper. And I've already scored it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my bone folder to get my creases nice and tight. And as you can see, this kind of just measures right here. Just the length, and then the back side, and then kind of like half of the front side here. So I just have it folded over. Okay, I'm gonna take some tear and tape adhesive, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You just tape it and then tear it, and it is a really strong adhesive. And I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my paper instead of my box. Okay, so this is a really strong adhesive, and it's the one that I definitely recommend that we use for any 3D projects, any you know, packaging, things like that. I know that we have that new Stampin' Seal Plus. I've heard great things about that working for 3D projects, but I still am staying true to my tear and tape. Okay, so I just used my bone folder to really varnish that down, and then I'm going to peel off the backing here. And okay. So I want to, when I'm adhering my paper to my box, I want to make sure that this little flappy part back here, that goes to the back of the paper. So I'm going to start with my front because I want to make sure that that's straight, and then I'm just going to wrap it around like so. Okay. And then put it down, and I'm going to grab my bone folder again, and I'm just going to use my bone folder to make sure that that gets really sticky and that it stays there. So I'm just using the bone folder to kind of varnish over where that tear and tape went. Okay, so now we have this part, and this is really fun, right? So it makes me think of, okay, I'm gonna like date myself here a little bit, but it makes me think of like a cassette, right? Like the pack of, I don't even know what you call it, the case of the cassette. I don't know. That's what it makes me think of. I like it. I think it's fun. Okay, so this is more of the Tulle Tidings DSP. This is just a different pattern. The Tulle Tiding does come like the rest of our DSP. It has pattern on the front and the back. So these strips are cut at 1 inch by 3 inches, and I'm gonna go ahead and flip them over with what I want to be on the back facing upside right. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna take more of this, you know what? No, I'm not gonna take the tear and tape. I'm gonna take our Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm just gonna put some Stampin' Seal on both sides of each strip. So one on this side, one on this side, and I'm just gonna do that across all of these, maybe. Okay. I haven't really worked with the Seal Plus. I'm finally getting used to working with the Stampin' Seal. I feel like that took me a little bit of effort, but now that I'm getting better at it, I will say I love it. It is such a good adhesive. It just, there is a, well, at least for me, there was a little bit of a learning curve, but like I said, totally worth it. Okay, maybe, oh. All right. Oh my gosh, this is, okay. So maybe there's a learning curve for me on this Stampin' Seal Plus also. I'm sure you guys are professionals and can do this so much better, faster, easier. But this is how I do it, and this is what works for me. Okay, so I'm just pulling a little bit before I get started. That seems to be really helping me. Okay. All right, so we've got that. I'm gonna move this stuff kind of over a little bit. Okay, so I have here, this is just Hershey Nuggets. I just buy the big bag. I think it's like maybe a 2-pound bag. No, I lie. It's a 1-pound bag. I buy it at Walmart. It's like $10, and it just comes with this assortment of chocolates. And I like them. They're fun. I've used them for a lot of other projects also. I like them because they're really easy to wrap. So I'm just going to take one of my pieces. I'm going to start here at the front. Okay, and here's like my little tip and trick for this. So I start right here at the front, and I fold it, and then I bend it. And you see how this flap faces this way, like the actual packaging on the chocolate? I like to fold the opposite of my DSP first, because that like helps it continuously pull the packaging, and then I stamp the other one. I've done it the other way, and sometimes it'll slide off or get wonky, so this is just kind of my little tip and trick for that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap all of these, and when I'm wrapping, I do try to hold it center, and I kind of gently put both ends down, that way I know they're lining up. And I don't do any scoring, or I just eyeball it, wrap it around. Not anything super fancy. Okay. So like so. And like so. Okay. Can you guys hear my TV in the background? We started watching the show called Marrying Millions. I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's on Hulu. We just finished binge watching 90 Day Fiance. Who loves 90 Day Fiance? Oh, the drama. Love it. Yeah, that's what I watch when I do watch TV. I don't watch too much TV, but when I do, I will admit I don't watch the most, you know, like educational or good for you type of TV. I watch the drama, the entertainment. Okay. And like so. And I'm just, okay, and then we've got one more, and then we're done. And we're done with all these guys. All right, there we go. So now we've got all of these, and this paper does have a little bit of pattern to it, so I'm just being mindful of the pattern. There is like a right, like an upside down and upside right direction, so mine are gonna go like this. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this back over. I'm gonna just drop my little chocolates in here, and this fits 8. I tried it the other way, like laying the chocolates in a different position, like instead of like this, I tried laying them like, no, like this, and it holds only one more chocolate the other direction, and so I just decided that I like the way it looks going this way. Okay, so there's our little box of chocolates. Ta-da! But we're not done. Next, what I'm going to take is some Very Vanilla cardstock. Oh my gosh, I'm throwing things around here, guys. Sorry, that was my paper trimmer. Okay, I'm taking some Very Vanilla cardstock right here, and I'm gonna take Garden Green ink, and I'm going to use I'm gonna use this one. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. That's gonna be what I use. So let me grab a clear block for that. This is my D block, the most universal block. If you don't have any blocks and you're like, I don't know which block to go with the D block. It really is gonna be the one that you probably get the most use of. The other blocks are great, and they, you know, obviously we have stamp sets that are, you know, they're smaller images, bigger images, but the D block is gonna be like the most universal. Okay, I'm gonna open my Garden Green ink pad. Ink this up, and I'm just gonna stamp it like that. Okay. Clean this off. And put this away. So, okay, you guys know I have to clean up as I'm going because it turns into a hot mess up in my office real quick. Okay, so we're done with that. I'm gonna move this aside because I'm gonna bring the Big Shot over. Move my ink pad. So I'm gonna bring my Big Shot so that we can do a little bit of die cutting. Okay, so I'm using the Stitch Shapes framelits. I'm going to use the biggest square. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of center this up over here. Okay, I'm going to roll it through. All right, there we go. I love these framelits so much. That stitching detail is just, it's everything. I'm a sucker for it. Even when there's projects that I'm like, oh, I just need a rectangle, I find myself reaching for this little stitch detail. I just love it. Love it, love it. Okay, I'm gonna take my Real Red ribbon right here. Okay. And I'm just gonna set it here because we're gonna tie a nice big fat bow around this. And I'm probably cutting way more than I need, but it's what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm just gonna set it. First I'm gonna just tie my ribbon around the box. I'm not really gonna be too worried about its placement in the box. I just wanna make sure that I tie it very snugly, and I want to make sure I get a good bow. Okay, so here's the secret to a good bow when you're putting it on a project. You guys know that I'm like I'm a perfect bow maker. So it's important to me that bows also come out perfect on packaging. Okay, so when you wrap your ribbon around, there's going to be a bottom here and a top here. always start with your bottom piece and you're gonna flip it, making sure that the ribbon are straight. You can see I'm already holding straight. So starting with your bottom piece, you're gonna create your loop, and your loop is going to point up towards that top piece, or not towards the top piece, just up like the top piece. And then this top piece is going to go around, under, and back through. And then you want to make sure that you're keeping your ribbon straight. So as you can see, this ribbon is straight here. I'm keeping it straight as it comes around. And then when I pull it through, I'm going to push it through flat, keeping it straight. And making sure my tails stay on the bottom, like so. And then I'm just going to tighten and pull and just kind of finagle it to get what I want. But no matter how much you pull and tighten and mess with it, you want to make sure that these ribbons stays flat. You don't want to do any twisting, turning, anything like that, because that is what will cause your bow to go wonky. Okay, hold on. I was trying to use that to get through this ribbon because I want to pull it. There we go. Okay, so there we go. And that's how, when you're doing packaging, you get a bow with tails that come down, and it's, I mean, it's pretty much straight. That's as straight as it gets. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut off these tails. I'm gonna cut them at a little bit of an angle. And that one seems shorter. Okay, and then I'm going to slide my DSP under my ribbon, pull my ribbon up, and now I'm gonna slide it so that it's off to the side here. Like that. Oh my God, it already looks so cute. I love it. I love it. All right, reach behind me and I'm gonna grab, what am I using now? Okay, I'm taking these Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewel Pack, and I'm gonna use these red stones. I'm gonna use kind of the bigger ones here at the bottom. And I'm gonna stick these right to cover up those little 3 holly balls. I'm gonna turn it into one red gemstone holly, like that. See? See? That's beautiful. Oh my God, I love it. You guys, I love Christmas so much. I really should have paused my show and put on Christmas music, because it's never too early for some Christmas music. Okay, what am I doing? I'm gonna grab dimensionals, and then we're done. That's it. That's this whole project. Okay, so here's my little box with my cute little chocolates, and this is gonna go here, right? But I'm going to turn it upside down because I want to show you one last little tip and trick before we do this. I'm gonna use 5. Okay, so I have this laid out where I want it, and I'm just gonna put my dimensionals where only acetate is showing through. I don't want to put dimensionals anywhere else. And the reason for that being that when we turn this over and stick it onto the box, I don't want the dimensionals to stick to the paper. I don't want it to stick to this paper. I want it to stick only to the acetate, because I want this box to be able to open without damaging it. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna press those down. Oh my God, there it is. There it is. I'm so excited. Okay, sorry, that was like a really weird laugh. Okay, so here's what I mean about just making sure that your dimensionals go on this bottom half, is that now this is a reusable, or it's a packaging that you can open without, you know, having to take away from it, and you could reuse it. So now it kind of opens like a matchbook, see? Like that, so pretty. And then you can close it back up like a matchbook, and then you just, oh, hold on. It was easier when I did it off camera. Okay, and then you just slide your ribbon back up, and look, it's like perfect. It's like you could eat like half these chocolates and no one would know. I would know. The person that I gave it to would probably notice there was some empty space in there, but yeah. Okay, so there you go, guys. There's my project for my Christmas in July demonstration week. Like I said, this is a new stamp set available in the August through December mini catalog. The catalog launches August 4th. Let me know if you'd like to join my virtual Facebook catalog launch party. We'd love to have you. We're going to have so much fun there next Tuesday. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a wonderful couple of days before I see you again Friday with another Christmas tutorial. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.